You may remember Whitefish Energy was the Montana company whose contract it was to restore power on the hurricane-ravaged Puerto Rico and caused a media firestorm. But 2 years later, Whitefish Energy says it's still trying to get paid for the extensive work it did complete in the U.S. territory and Caribbean island. MTN's Mike Dennison has the story.
In the wake of Hurricane Maria in September 2017, Whitefish Energy was the first major contractor hired by Puerto Rico's power authority to repair the island's devastated electrical grid. Yet the contract was canceled a month later under political pressure after critics questioned its award and suggested then Interior Secretary Ryan Zinke of Montana had something to do with it. Whitefish Energy and its subcontractors worked for another month in Puerto Rico and say they repaired more than 50 transmission towers and 200 miles of power lines. But CEO Andy Tekmansky says the company is still owed nearly $130 million for that work.
It's all but destroyed my business. We were carrying so much debt right now. We can't maneuver. We can't afford to grow. We have this reputation, stigma around us that won't be cleared up until we get paid and say, hey, look, we're good guys.
It can't get the money because the Federal Emergency Management Agency still hasn't approved a reimbursement to the Puerto Rican Power Authority. FEMA officials told MTN they're reviewing documents in the 2-year-old case. Tekmansky also said he's asked Montana's congressional delegation for help, to no avail. The office of Senator Steve Daines says it's monitoring the situation, and Senator John Tester's office says it has pressed FEMA to be more transparent about the process. Zinke told MTN News he had absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with the contract and that the media criticism was part of a political smear. Whitefish Energy, while a small company, had experience repairing power lines in difficult terrain, and Tekmansky had worked in Puerto Rico earlier in his career. He says he contacted Puerto Rican power officials a week before the hurricane hit and pitched his company's services. He also notes that officials from FEMA and a power company that took over the work on Puerto Rico after his company left were charged in September with fraud and bribery, but that investigations found no wrongdoing by his company for its work.
So we're the last man standing. We're the ones that never got implicated in anything because we conduct an ethical business.
Reporting from Helena, Mike Dennison, MTN News.
You can see Mike Dennison's full report on Whitefish Energy and its contract on our website.